We hear so much about venture capital. You talk often about venture philanthropy. What exactly is that?
It's doing things. It's investing money, and we're not in charity, but we're in an investment business. We want returns, whether it's improved student achievement or scientific or medical breakthroughs. I'll give you one example. About 8 years ago, we decided, because a member of our family had Crohn's disease, inflammatory bowel disease, and we saw a lot of young researchers out there, both PhDs and MDs, that had theories with all the things changing in science, but they couldn't get funding from NIH or elsewhere. They weren't established. So we said, let's go in a venture research business, and we established a program that's been very successful. In those 8 years, we've made over 200 and some odd grants to researchers throughout the world. And as a result of our seed money, which has totaled 30 some odd $1 million, they've gone on and gotten grants from NIH and other places, more than double that. So that's an example of venture philanthropy.
How do you make sure that your money is used properly?
Well, in scientific and medical research, we look at what they've accomplished. We look at, let's take the Broad Institute, which is #1 in the world now in genomics, a partnership with Harvard Medical School and MIT. We look at all the medical journals, and a day doesn't go by when something isn't in there that they've discovered or advanced or done something about. We're involved in stem cell research in California at 3 universities, USC, UCLA, and UC San Francisco. And likewise, we see what they're accomplishing. And it's a joy to see that. I have no background in medical and scientific research, but I do see what they're doing. And that's a joy, because scientists do not want to maintain the status quo. On the other hand, when you're involved in education reform, there are a lot of people that do want to maintain the status quo.
How do you think your foundation is different from the Gates Foundation or others in terms of being risk takers?
I think we are smaller than Gates, obviously, but I think we're going to areas where we don't mind being criticized. I don't worry about getting fired. So we do things that sometimes people are not too happy with, especially in education reform. We believe we need a lot of change, a lot of improvement, and there are a lot of adult interests that don't want to change.